Hello everybody on YouTube and welcome back for another edition of Cooking with Ange. So I'm just going to get you up there. Hello everybody on Facebook. Hope we're all good today. Oh, there we go. Hope you can see all that. And hello. How are we all doing today? Have you missed me over the weekend? Hey Sharon, you were quick today, weren't you? Waiting for me. So, today, hey your Auntie Sharon.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm alright, love. I'm alright.
Yeah, that don't sound too convincing.
No, I am. I'm just trying to figure out this bloody phone.
Ah, right, okay. So I'll just have a little chat while you're doing that.
Okay.
So, today, we're going to have a little bit of a chat today, so get your questions ready, because there's going to be a little bit of waiting around today. So, we have oven-baked Normandy chicken and apple casserole. And that's what we're making today. Now, I've never had apple with chicken before. I've had it with pork. And I'm not sure how it's going to taste. Have you ever had it with apple before, Sha?
No. This is definitely a first for me.
Sounds interesting, doesn't it? I love the way you've got a little apron on there.
Every week.
Hiya Lynn, hiya Ange, hiya Bridie, and anybody else that's watching right now. So, got all the ingredients ready.
Yeah.
This recipe takes about 5 to 10 minutes to prep.
Okay.
So get all your ingredients ready, then wash your fruit and veg. Yeah. Make sure your dish is oven proof and safe to use on the hob. Don't have one, start cooking in a large wide base pan, then transfer to an oven proof dish, which is what I'm doing.
That's what I have to do as well.
One dish, one pan. So,
You got your oven on?
not yet. Get ready. Preheat the oven to 220 degrees or 200 degrees if fan assisted. Gas mark 7 if you've got gas. Yeah, I'm not sure about the apple chicken combo. It intrigued me quite a bit, but it does have cheese in this. It does have soft cheese in this. So anything with cheese in's got to make it better. Boil half a kettle.
Yep.
Drizzle of olive oil in your pan, Sharon.
I've done this Friday, yeah.
Or your fry light, whatever you want to do. And then, I think it's a case of preparing some apple, and you're going to need some flour with this as well, Sha. Can't remember if I told you or not. Yeah, I couldn't remember whether I told you or not. So, chop the apple into wedges and remove any core. And then peel and chop the brown onion into wedges. Now make sure you don't get any pips of the apple in there, Sha. Because apple pips have cyanide in it. Apple pips have quite a large dose of cyanide in them. Interesting tip for you. So, how have we all been at the weekend? Did you have any special food at the weekend, Shah?
Yeah, pizza.
Nice. We've got we've got a vegan kebab place near us, and we like the vegan kebabs from there.
That was going to be nice and fun.
It's not too. It's pretty healthy because they put shed loads of like veg and stuff with it.
Yeah.
You'll feed them to Ty then. Yeah, I'm sure you would, Karen. That's my apple done. Just going to do my onion.
What are you doing to the onion?
Just removing the skin and quartering it.
So that's like my
Wedges. Well, they've sent me an onion with lots of skin on it. An onion within an onion here. I think this is a superhuman friggin' onion here.
Have trouble getting through it.
There's I don't know if you can see, but there's about 7 layers of skin on it.
Bloody hell.
And there's a skin on the inside too. It's like the onion started growing on the inside too.
You're looking then, isn't it?
Huh?
That means oh, onion.
Must mean I'm lucky, Sharon. I'll have to do the lottery later. If I win the lottery, you coming on a cruise with us, Sha?
Yeah.
Right.
There was no hesitation there, was there?
I noticed. I might even let Rob come as well. How's that?
I'll go anywhere that involves water and sunshine.
Right, so add the diced chicken thigh to a dish with 1 tablespoon of flour. Now I'm a bit lucky today because they've actually diced the chicken thigh for me, Sha.
Okay.
They've diced the chicken thigh for me. How nice is that? Well, they said they have. It don't look very diced. That'll do. Right, with a tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of flour, Sha.
Okay.
Or a hell of a lot of tablespoons. Because I've not measured. For literally 30 seconds apparently. you can see, I'm literally trying to cut this chicken thigh while it's in the pan because they have diced it, but not properly. Yeah. That'll do. So I've literally cooked that for about 30 seconds, like it said. And then it says, crush the garlic open with the side of a knife. There goes half the friggin' onion. Just to remove the skin. And then add the garlic, the onion and the apple to the chicken. You're not chopping the garlic, it's just crushed. So, add the chicken stock with it needs 200 millilitres of water. Ooh. And it's snowing again, people. Has it not rained? Ah, right. It did lay here for about a day. So, add the chicken stock mix in. Chicken stock mix in. Add the Chinese rice vinegar. Add the Chinese rice vinegar. And stir through with the whole grain mustard and the cheese. Yeah. It's quite a simple recipe actually, isn't it? I think that's what I like about these. They're all quite simple recipes.
Yeah, they don't take hours.
No, exactly. Because when you try and cook some recipes, they take so long. Have you found that?
Yeah, definitely.
That you spend half your time cooking food and then you don't really enjoy it once you've done it because it's taken too long to actually cook.
Absolutely.
But as I said earlier, we're literally going to have about 20 or 30 minutes where I'm expecting questions, people. Any questions you want. And that's when I put it all in the oven. So get ready with your questions for the evening.
How long does it have to go into the oven for then?
About 30 to 35 minutes, but we are going to do a bit with the beans and the ciabatta before then, so we're going to need 5 minutes or so for the beans and ciabatta, darling. This is actually smelling pretty nice. It might look a bit funny, but it's actually smelling pretty nice. So bring to the boil on a high heat in the pan, Sha.
Mine's probably going to take a bit longer than yours because I'm doubling my quantities.
Yeah, that's alright. Well, this particular recipe is 514 calories per portion.
Well, that's good. That's pretty good.
Isn't it? So where does the pepper come in? So I'm just bringing this to the boil, like it's told me to. I've actually, in a couple of weeks, you know the first one that we did, hiya John,
Yeah.
which was the kicking Cajun chicken
Yeah.
in sweet corn casserole. I've not told Claude yet, but that's coming in a couple of weeks, so I'm going to cook that one live because that was one of our favourite ones.
Was that the first one that I said, well, brought all this about when I said to you, what to see, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that was the first one, so I have got it again so that I can cook it live for everybody. Because that was a really, really tasty one. You'll like that one, Sha. I think you'll like that one. It's not too spicy, but it's got a little kick, just a little one.
Yeah, I like that.
So that's just come up to the boil. Right, so then I've got to add it to my dish. How's yours doing, Sha?
Well, it's bubbling quite nicely, but it's quite thin. Just really thin.
Yeah, mine's thin, but I think it's going to thicken up when it's in the oven, you know.
Okay.
It usually does with these, doesn't it? So, that then goes in the oven, uncovered, for 30 to 35 minutes, or until the chicken is cooked through. They've actually put on here they've actually put on here, now this is your time to clear up. Right, I'm just going to move my tray up a bit because it's a bit low down. Just bear with me, people. Whew. Bit better. Oh, it's hot in there. Right, clear up time. do quite like the fact that I've not had to touch any sort of I've not had to really chop the chicken or anything. I quite like the fact they've sent it already diced today. And the clear up's actually quite quick today. So, did anybody else have anything funky for dinner over the weekend? Hiya, Ange. Well, Ange, of course you're going to be coming along, darling. Means you're leaving your 17,000 dogs at home. Hiya, John. So, people, what we're going to do now, Shar, is just get the green beans and the ciabattas ready.
Okay.
Have you got ciabattas?
Yeah.
So if we just get them ready to go. Now I'm going to cover half my pan with tin foil, and I'm just going to hold it up a bit because I don't really want the olive oil on the actual ciabattas. So I'm just going to put a little barrier in. Remember, the oven's hot when you're putting a baking tray on it. So, let's get the beans. Obviously, you've got to trim them. No, usually Gousto sends these apparently trimmed. I always trim them anyway because I don't like the hard ends. But they actually sent me a message about these saying they couldn't get... Their quality of trimmed beans that came in weren't good enough. So they sent out untrimmed instead. Which I think is quite good. I think that's a good thing to do that. So Sharon, you add your green beans on one half of the tray.
Right.
And your ciabatta rolls on the other half of the tray, ready for the oven in a minute.
Okay.
So get ready, people, because in about 2 minutes I'm going to be asking for your questions. So get ready with your questions. You can ask me anything you like. Yeah, let me make a cuppa first, darling.
Are you putting your rolls in?
Sorry?
Are you putting your rolls in like that?
Yeah. Yeah, do you want to see?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So, the beans do need a little bit of olive oil
Right.
and a bit of salt. Bear with me 2 secs. Done. Right, cup of tea. Do you want a cup of tea, Claude?
I'm alright.
Claude's alright, so just me. Fabulous. So to make a cup of tea, 1 tea bag, 1 sweetener. Refill the kettle up because otherwise Claude loses her shit. And fresh milk from the farm shop. So what's everybody having for dinner tonight? We know what me and Sharon are having. What are you and Lynn having, John? And where's my mum tonight? Being a bit rubbish, aren't they? Just going to take my tea in and then I'll come back and get you all. So, one of the things I love Alexa for is, Alexa, set a timer for 25 minutes. Sorted. So, what questions have we got tonight then, people? Hey, anyone? Do I need to...
Chips stuffed in these for John.
Oh, nice. Nice. So, who else is on here at the moment?
Well, Angela Owen is dreaming about your sunshine, so that'll be Bruce.
Yeah, that's Angela. Karen wants to come as well. Hiya, Jean. You just set our Alexa off. Good work. So, I'm going to ask you all a question, and it'll be good if you can answer. What are you all going to do when I stop doing live cooking with Ange?
Order takeout every night.
So my auntie Sharon's going to order takeout every night and sod the diet.
Ask what's their...
Wait there, I'm still waiting for that answer, and then you can ask them a question.
Okay.
Yeah? Claude's got a question for you next, so let's just... What are you going to do when I stop doing live cooking with Ange? That's the question, people. Are any of you picking up any cooking tips from this? Silence. They're all really quiet tonight.
Yeah, they're not very talkative, are they?
No.
There's one time I need them to be talkative because it needs to...
The one
cook.
time I need you to be talkative and you're all quiet. How's that work out?
You've done a quiz.
Bridie's going to be lost. Laugh out loud. My mum's just said no. What are you saying no to, Mum? What the? She's like, I don't know. What have you asked? Oh, did I ask, have any of you picked up any cooking tips? I did, didn't I? She said no. Yeah, that's because you don't like the food that I'm cooking. I have got a special preview after this, a little video after this of my mum telling me what she thought of the Gousto recipes.
Oh, yeah, that was funny.
Lynn Fletcher's picked up some tips. What have you picked up, Lynn? I've really enjoyed doing this, though, people. I really appreciate that you keep coming on. I have really enjoyed doing it. And Claude's really enjoyed eating it. And she's also enjoyed her spare time to play on her PlayStation killing hordes of zombies.
I get an hour a day to kill the hordes, the zombie hordes, which I've almost finished, by the way. So it's just studying after that. All my studying. How exciting.
So, yeah. It's been great. I have kind of been doing this because Sharon asked us to start it. Oh, Claude's got a question for you. You ready?
Okay, so if there's any restaurant you could go to, forget lockdown, forget this virus ever happened for 1 minute, if there's any place that you could go to right now for a meal, where would it be and what would it be? As I could collect to say would be Hooters. Del and Rob and
We would go an all-you-can-eat Hooters chicken wing night. Easily.
Mine would be Los Iguanas or Las Iguanas. It
Ooh.
would be the Brazilian curry with coconut rice and plantain.
Oh,
Every time I go in there.
I love that one. Claude likes the chicken zim zim.
Oh, I love the chicken.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, Claude loves the chicken zim zim.
That's the one with the plantain and the coconut rice.
Yeah. I love that one.
Claude loves that one. That's her favourite. That's all she ever has.
That's my favourite.
So when we come to Portsmouth next, we'll take my mum to Los Iguanas.
She won't go.
Absolutely.
Bridie Smith and Weston's for a juicy steak. Lynn Fletcher's going to be more adventurous.
It's not all about meat and 2 veg.
It's not all about meat and 2 veg. You can proper change up your food, and it doesn't take a lot to change it up and just add a few.
And it won't necessarily give you the shits.
My mum just keeps saying no.
Well,
No. John Fletcher's coming to my place. Well, actually, when we come down to Portsmouth next, Dad has said he's going to order a box of Gousto foods, and I'm going to cook with him, and
that'd be good.
we will do it live.
That will be fun.
wait for the argument.
Yeah, wait for the arguments on that one when my dad tries to interfere. He's going to be my sous chef for the night, people. Sharon's frozen. Oh, she's back.
No, that was Madison calling me again. She always does at this time. Keep telling her.
Yeah. So yeah, we're going to be doing I'm allowed to come to Portsmouth next. We're going to be doing a couple of live Gousto meals with me and my dad.
I think that would be really good fun.
I think it's going to be a little bit argumentative and annoying.
Absolutely. That's why it's going to be fun.
He could be my sous chef and just wash up.
Oh, as if he's going to do that.
I know. He's going to tell me what to do and how to do it, and I'm going to be like that. Get off, Dad.
And he's going to get doing it wrong, and you're going to do it wrong. And then he's going to get right shitty on his storm out.
Oh yeah. Normal occurrence in my mum and dad's house.
That would be so fun.
But I can't wait. I can't wait to see my folks again. I can't wait to see everybody again.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it's just going to be so good to see everybody again and just give everybody a big hug. I am proper missing people.
So am I, especially the grandchildren.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm quite a tactile person. I like hugging everybody, if you don't already know.
Yeah, it's the same as me though, Shara. I love a good hug and I love hugging everybody, and it was so hard. I went round to drop some fruit and stuff off at Helen's, my cousin in Nottingham, the other day, and I've not seen her for ages because we've been staying away. And I dropped it on her doorstep and sort of stood back, and basically it's so hard not to hug my cousin. It's so hard not to hug her because it's the first thing we always do when we see each other. We give each other a big hug and we cuddle up, and then we usually have a drink and have food and sit round the table and laugh and joke and dress her up as an Egyptian and in toilet paper and play the voice and chuck her down the stairs. Make her dance like a goth and sing Sound of Music. It's a great night.
Tell them about our discovery of the filthy vegan takeaway as well.
I have. I told them about the
you've
filthy
told them
vegan takeaway.
Okay.
It's really good.
We love it there.
Oh, my mum's put that you don't hug her, Sharon.
First thing I do, as soon as we're allowed, is I'm going to give you the biggest hug. Gina.
You better do.
Gina.
And Mum, you better hug her back.
Yeah,
Gina.
Anyway, I have hooked her. Don't take no notice of her. She's full of it.
She is full of it. Bless her.
I find Gina's food gives you wind.
Yeah, Mum's food does give you wind. Not wings, wind. And she loves it. She loves giving us wind.
Did you tell them about when you had that lamb? You've told about the lamb incident, haven't you, when we had to open all the windows and doors?
Yeah, never again. Mum will never feed me lamb again.
Yeah, never.
Actually, am I coming round to us for a Christmas dinner?
Yeah, you are, aren't you? And then
Probably
we'll have a
in
Christmas
June.
evening as well. We'll play cards and stuff.
Get bartender Alan on it.
Get Dad on the job of giving us all drinks.
I'll bring the spice rum round.
Oh yeah, We'll be pissed within 20 minutes.
What did he do? Was it that Sambuca and
Oh,
gin
once
or
he did
something?
Sambuca and gin.
I had to go to
And
bed
it was
after that.
literally, you
Yeah.
had one bit of it and you just got heated. It was just so hot. And your temperature just rose, didn't it? Like
Yeah, I
really
had to go
high.
to bed and calm
Claude had to
down.
go to bed and calm down with the windows open to cool down. But then he tried to give her another one.
It makes you do not force drink down you when you don't want it.
She's bloody lightweight,
Well, I
She
don't
just went
drink.
to bed last time we were down as well.
Well, I've had to adapt my life to not being the drunk that I used to be, and when you stop drinking, you can't tolerate it. You know, I used to get through bottles of whiskey and vodka back in the day a night, but I can't do it anymore. I don't want to do it. So I've done my rock and roll bit. I don't want to do it. I'm quite happy being boring and domestic and drinking cups of tea. Really am. Can't cope with it anymore.
Unsocial and going to bed.
Yeah, I love it.
She even leaves me sometimes downstairs.
Remember, I get up at the crack of dawn. I get up at like 6 in the morning, or wake up about 5 or 6, so I'm knackered by 10.
Not when we're at Portsmouth though.
Sometimes I get away until 8.
Until Dad starts making noise and playing on the kitchen side with his drumsticks,
Oh yeah, any noise
which
that you can
is
possibly
knife and
make and
forks.
make.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm trying to balance these.
And then Mum's chirping in there.
Yeah, she is, isn't
Oh, what's
she?
she chirping and saying now?
Yes, she did.
A bit Larry, isn't she?
She is. She
She's
does get
Larry.
Larry, don't
When
she?
I brought you flowers round, that's when.
Yeah, Mother. When?
Yeah, Mother.
She's getting well, Larry, isn't she? That one. Don't know where she gets it from, you know.
No idea. Probably your dad doing it on her behalf.
Probably he is cheeky like that, isn't he? He does use her.
Yeah.
He does use her phone a lot. Well, he doesn't as much anymore,
Not
does he? He's
nice
got his own.
celebrity Ellen.
Not now he's got his own.
1990. That's definitely a dad comment.
That is your dad, yeah.
That's definitely a dad comment. So who else have we got on here besides Lynn, Bridie,
Secret
my mum,
stalkers.
and John? Secret Stalkers. I know Ange's been on and I know Karen's been on. So who else is on here?
Your dad's asleep.
That makes a change.
You're right, wake him up. Give him a shake.
He's always asleep, that man. I don't know how he ever got any work done, because I bet he used to fall asleep in work and they just used to treat him like a patient. Cover him up with a blanket in his chair,
And wipe
give him a
his
cup of
bum.
tea, wipe his bum.
Just wipe the shit round the mouth.
No, that's what we do when we come down and he falls asleep. Oh, bless him. Oh, so it's an hard life. I'm sure that's something Dad would say, not Mum.
Yeah.
Don't know, she was controversial with that Boris comment.
She was controversial with that
Caused
Boris
a
comment
right
she
row.
made. She caused a right row. There's people in families that don't talk to each other anymore now because of that.
What comment did you make?
That he's damned if he do and damned if he don't. No matter what he does, he's going to be damned. And that he's doing a good job.
She's watching too many movies. Watch the news a bit more, Gina.
Yeah, because he's doing such a great job. Not. Oh.
Let's get off politics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
let's
Let's
not
not
do
talk
that.
about politics because
It just causes rows.
I will upset people
Yeah.
and their stupid ideas. So have you got any plans for the rest of this week, Shara? Are you working at all, or?
I am waiting to hear from HR, Human Resources,
All right.
because I'm supposed to be interviewing for nurses.
Oh, right, okay,
Oh,
that's cool.
I've downloaded the app I need to download to do the video chats, but I'm just waiting to hear when I start doing that.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Well, yeah, I've got to sit in one first, and then they're going to send me the information, all the questions to ask and things like that they want to ask and stuff. So
Yeah,
Oh, you'll be fine.
you'll be fine. Claude's done a few interviews for the NHS, hasn't you, Claude?
Well, it's part of my job, Angela. I get to do lots of things for the NHS.
It is part of my job, Angela. Did you hear that?
No, I wasn't.
I get to do lots of things in the NHS while I operate on people and other things.
Yes, Claude.
Yes, Angela.
Oh, we can't be far away from this timer now, can we?
It's a shame that you can't pick up the loudness of Ange's swallowing noise when she drinks tea, or the slurping. It's a real treat that I get all the time.
Alexa, how long's left on the timer?
9 minutes to kill.
9 minutes left on the timer, people.
9 minutes.
9 minutes.
What are we going to talk about in 9 minutes?
What are we going to talk about?
We'll go back to you feeling sorry for yourself there, Claude, shall we? Something about how I get treated all the time.
I just ignore her when she goes off. Have you noticed? I just blank it out and just carry on with what I'm doing.
I know somebody's gone, woe is me.
I sometimes get the tiniest violin out in the world, but you know.
Oh, I love a bit of good sarcasm. It's actually funny.
Hiya, Christine. Oh, Claude loves a bit of sarcasm that's actually funny, Sharon.
Yeah, I do. I can
Hiya,
appreciate
Christine.
it.
She'll love me then because I think I'm hilarious.
Someone's got to. Anyway, she's frozen again. Maddie's obviously calling her again. This is where we can talk about her and she won't know. Because Maddie's calling
She'll
her.
smack you when you go down
I
there.
know she will.
eventually.
I know she will. But she'll have to remember, won't she? And she's getting old now. She can't remember anymore. She's getting too old. She's probably on the phone to Maddie going, "What are you calling me now for? Stop it.
I'm live.
I'm live with Ange. I'm cooking live with Ange, you know." That was me trying to do her accent then, but
You
I just can't do
Ange.
accents.
Never try and do a northern accent.
just need
You
to stop.
can't. Try and do a Nottingham accent.
What, talk like you mean?
That sounds nothing like a Nottingham accent, Angela.
Needs to be really common to be a Nottingham accent, I think. I love people in Nottingham.
Yeah, well, you moved here, didn't you?
I did move here. I could do a West Country farmer's daughter accent. I'm quite good with them, aren't I?
Yeah, it's because you can't quite like a farmer's wife anyway.
Claude thinks I'm a farmer's wife. And I go scrumping.
Don't do accents, they're terrible.
She told me to not do accents because they're terrible. So yeah. I do try.
Just don't bother.
Right. It's quite nice sitting here having a little chat with you. Having a cup of tea. I hope everybody else has got a cup of tea and it's not just me. Shall we see what we got for the rest of the week?
Go and show
Let's
them
go
what
and have a
you-
look.
Go and show them what you've got.
Let's go and have a look what we got for the rest of the week. Right, I'm going to take you back and put you up where you need to go, people. Oopsie daisy. So let me get back in there. Sharon's back now that Maddie's not ringing her anymore.
Yeah, I've told her to phone her dad's phone instead.
Does she want money? Phone your dad. Right, I'm just going to get my tea.
Have you put your green beans in yet?
Not yet, darling. Not yet. So, the rest of the week, people, we have... And in this particular order as well. Thai, chicken, ginger, green beans and brown rice.
Lovely.
Looks good.
White rice, mind you.
That's fine. Chicken katsu curry.
I like that. I made that last week actually.
Claude loves chicken katsu curry. And for Friday night, we've gone all out and we've got a Chinese banquet with honey glazed pork belly. Oh yeah. And the calories for that one, Sha, is only 1,200.
Well, that's not bad.
So it's pretty good for what it is. And that has, with it, let's have a look. So obviously it has the pork belly, it has the rice, it has noodles, it has the shredded spring beans, it has chicken breasts, rice. It does look good. It does look really good. Look at that.
I've got pork fillet because I don't like belly pork.
Well, that's what we've got. That's fine, Shah. But that's what we've got on Friday, people.
I'm looking forward to that.
That one's going to be a good one. I think we need to treat ourselves at least once a week, to be fair.
Great.
And they actually sent me through a spare recipe card. So if anybody wants a spare if anybody wants this recipe, put your name on the comments and I'll add you into a drawer and I'll send it to you. I'll get your address and send it to you. Because I'm nice like that. And that's for the chicken katsu curry. Alright? So I'll draw it tomorrow night for you. How's that?
Oh.
Right, so once the casserole's almost done, put in the beans and the ciabatta for 5 to 7 minutes, or until the beans are tender. So I'm just going to check the casserole first, see how that's looking, maybe give it a little bit of a stir. It's proper bubbling away in here. Whew. Ooh. I'm actually going to taste this because it didn't tell me to put any salt in, and usually I'd put salt and pepper in this sort of thing. So I'm going to taste a little bit.
Smell the mustard.
Do you know what? That's really tasty. That don't actually need any salt and pepper in it at all, I don't think. But just so you can see it.
Lovely.
So I'm putting that back in. And I'm going to put the cobs and the beans in as well now, because I think mine's only about 5 or 7 minutes away. Whew. So let's see what the next bit is. So it says to serve. Now I'm going to actually put this all in bowls and on a plate with the ciabatta rolls around the side and stuff. But it says to serve, chop the chives and sprinkle them all over the Normandy chicken and apple casserole and season with pepper.
Okay.
Serve the crunchy beans and crusty ciabattas to the side. For an extra indulgence, spread the ciabattas with butter before dipping and let everybody dig in. So they're saying set your table up and everything and put it as a sharing dish. But I'm just going to put it in bowls and put it on a plate with the ciabattas shoved at the side. So I'm going to prepare the plates, the bowls now. Nice and cool. And finish my tea. Oh, let me just... There you go, people. You need to see that as well, don't you? But... Oh. Just trying to get my camera ready. Right. That'll do. So, I'm going to chop my chives first. Now, I actually use chives for all sorts of stuff, you know, Shah. I like chives sometimes in scrambled egg.
Alright.
Little bit of salt and pepper, normal scrambled egg, bit of chives, bit of cheese, so it becomes cheesy, chivey scrambled egg. So it's kind of like you're having cheese and onion basically. So as we know, chives are from the onion family. And also, if you ever grow chives fresh, the flowers of chives are really tasty. They're good in salads and stuff. The same as things like nasturtiums and stuff like that. Great in salads. Nasturtiums are quite peppery when you eat them. But they're really, really tasty in salads. My ciabattas are in there, so I can't chop my ciabattas up. But what I can do is get my plates ready. And do I use the flat bowls or the big bowls? The flat bowls, I think. Spoon, cup of tea. Alexa's literally just gone off. Swallowed the tea in the wrong way. Woo. Ooh. So just so you can see both bowls here. Oh, that was a good cup of tea, Ange. I have to congratulate myself on my tea making ability. Lynn's Alexa's time has just gone off. I like that. So do you ever celebrate Valentine's Day, Sha?
Sorry?
Do you ever celebrate Valentine's Day?
We celebrate Valentine's Day every day of the year.
Yeah, so do we. And usually we don't make a special effort on Valentine's Day, but this weekend we've actually ordered in some nice food. A proper indoor picnic type stuff. So we've got cakes and sandwiches and sausage rolls and all sorts of stuff coming as a full-on feast. It's a full-on feast. Sorry? Yeah, I can show you it as we're opening it up and setting it up. And we're going to be munching on that most of the day. We're probably going to go for a little walk in the morning. Come back, get our feast. Have a trough for the lunchtime. And then we might sort of do massages and baths and stuff in the afternoon. And just have a bit of a spa day. Face masks and everything. We both need a bit of a break. That's the truth of it. So we wanted to pamper ourselves a little bit. And it doesn't sound like we're going to Cyprus now. So holiday cancelled pretty much. Which we're a bit gutted about. Sorry?
Right now I should be in South Africa.
I know, it's gutting, isn't it? It's gutting. Ours should be the end of March. But we're probably going to find out this week that they've cancelled it. Because if you have to isolate or anything, they'll just cancel the holiday. They won't bother going because nobody will book it. So yeah. Lucky we've got a good travel agent that helps us out.
Who is our travel agent?
Our travel agent is a lady called Becky. Rebecca Baker, her name is. And I'm just getting that out because otherwise that's going to burn. I'm just going to check on these beans. The beans are literally a minute or so away, Sha. Her name's Rebecca Baker and she's an independent travel agent. And whenever we find a deal anywhere, we send it to Becky and say we're looking for something roughly like this, around this price, and she always comes back with a better deal. And she always comes back with usually more than what we've asked for. So we go to Becky all the time because she always manages to find us just what we're looking for. And because we're probably getting our deal cancelled, we're just going to leave her with the money and book something for next year, I think. Saves us getting the money back and spending it on something else.
No, we found our clients with and all the other places are just, because we've already paid for them, they're just going to hold it that we've got.
Yeah, see, Becky will just get us the money back straight away. She's really good like that.
No, we didn't want money back till that's the day. We want bookings.
Ah, right, okay.
Not lost. We've actually gone twice and we haven't lost a penny.
As the cook, you're allowed to lick the spoon.
What does it taste like then?
It's so good. It's got a little bit of sweetness in, so I am going to add a little bit of pepper. I'm going to turn the oven off now because that's going to be ready for me. How's yours looking?
That's lovely. Mine's going to take a bit longer than yours because mine was took on the quantity.
Yeah, it's all right.
And that means I get to watch our Claud taste test.
You may have noticed then I put a few more chives on mine than I did on Claude's. And it's purely because
You don't like onions?
she's not a big fan of onions. Here she goes again. So I am going to place these beans in the bowl rather than actually on the side like they've suggested. Because there's enough room in the bowl, so why not? I'm still placing them on the side. Because I do believe we eat with our eyes. And I do think making something look pretty is sometimes better. And it makes you want it more when you're actually going to eat it.
Sure. That's a proven fact, you know.
Sorry?
That's a proven fact.
It is.
Oh, that sounds nice and crisp.
Ange's asbestos hands again. The ciabatta rolls. It's lovely and crisp. It's nice and soft on the inside as well.
Yeah.
That is quite hot. My asbestos hands are failing me, people. There you go. So, I'll just take this to Claude.
Looks lovely.
And then I'll come back. Yep, sorry, I should have showed you. There we go.
Nice and colourful.
There we go, people on YouTube. Oh, to be fair, I bet this is going to fill us up, but I reckon we could have done with more of the actual casserole on this. Wait there, Claude.
It don't look a lot though, does it?
No, it doesn't feel a lot today.
No, maybe it'll be more filling because it's got the ciabatta in. Right, let's have a
Ready?
little. I'm ready.
It might be one of those where you're quite surprised how full you feel at the end.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
might
that's what I was
be.
thinking. There we go.
Smells nice. It's tasty. It's surprisingly nicer than I thought it'd be. It's got a nice. You can taste the apple underneath it. But yes,
Oh, that's got apple in it. Nice.
yeah,
Good.
yeah. It's nice and creamy as well.
Good, eh?
So-
Nice
Right, I'm gonna
flavours.
dish mine up now then.
So, thank you for joining us again, Sharon. And thank you to YouTube.